It turns out the Philistines were not the Philistines many thought they were. A new dig in Israel has unearthed a large Iron Age graveyard, provoking archaeologists to take a new look at the biblical bad guys. More in this report from IBA's Aryeh O'Sullivan.
It's the season for archaeological digs in the Holy Land, but one revelation is standing out this summer. The digs in the biblical city of Ashkelon have uncovered a large ancient cemetery. Some 150 skeletons, who have been resting in peace for over 3,000 years, have given modern scholars reason to rethink just who the Philistines were. The leader of the expedition says the derogatory use of the word Philistine as someone averse to culture and the arts turns out to be a mistake.
The Philistines got a bad press for the most part in the Bible because there was a period when they were coming in contact. Israelites coming down from the hills, Philistines trying to go up the hills. And the Philistines lost.
The excavations of the cemetery hope to shed light on just who these Philistine people were. The Bible alludes to them as migrants, possibly the Sea People, who arrived in the 12th century BCE, the early Iron Age, just about the same time that the Israelites were moving into the Promised Land from Egypt.
And the cosmopolitan life here is so much more elegant and worldly wise and connected with other parts of the Eastern Mediterranean.
And they were different from the indigenous Canaanites and other highlanders like the Judeans. They were buried with their own grave goods, like jewelry, perfume, bottles, weapons.
They have jewelry, they have weapons, they have all kinds of things that are quite, fairly rare. But it shows that, they were burying them with offerings that were quite valuable. And when we excavate the tell, we find that they were living in quarters that are really quite nice. It's not a village culture by any means.
The Philistines were annihilated and exiled by the Babylonians in the 7th century BCE, and unlike the Jews, they never returned from the pages of history. Aryeh O'Sullivan for IBA News.